So me and my boy Dig was talking about something. So the question is, if you had $100,000, where would you spend it in your city? So the question is, if you had $100,000 right now, you had to spend it all in 24 hours. Was it 24 hours?
You got to spend it in 24 hours.
Had to spend it in 24 hours. You can't buy a house, can't buy a car. The most you could do is probably shop, you know what I'm saying, or do something like that. But no houses, no cars. That's big ticket items. But if you had $100,000 and you had to spend it in less than 24 hours, where would you spend it at in your city? Us being from Buffalo, we still trying to think about that. Like, yeah, spas and all that, but I don't know. What you thoughts, huh?
I mean,
You still ain't thinking nothing or not?
I couldn't think of nothing. Of course, the first thing that's gonna pop in your mind is gonna be jewelry, but I don't really wear jewelry like that.
Right.
So,
I mean, I probably would spend maybe $20,000-$30,000 on a Rolex or something like that, or on a Breitling. I know I want a Breitling.
So
Breitling costs the one I wanted cost $45,000.
But it's like, bam, you got a watch, but like, what's next though?
Yeah, so after you do that, you still got, like, even if I spent $45,000-$50,000 on a watch, or let's just say 20 for a Rollie, get a good Rollie. It ain't got to be bust down, but something with a big face.
Yo, that's crazy. That, man, this question need to be asked to a lot of people because it's really breaking down, like, what are you working?
What do you spend your money on? Yeah.
Like, or your motivations. Like, some people die for a buck, but they just hold on to the money that they just earn. Like, they just holding on to it. But at the end of the day, when it's time to spend it, what are you going to spend it on? Like, some people lose friends over. Everybody lose friends, family over money. But at the end of the day, what are you going to spend that money on? A lot of times it just be over.
In 300 meters,
it be
turn
pride
left onto
issues.
River.
Like, people just be like, yo, you know what I mean? So and so owe me $5 or $10. It's pride, so whatever, foolish pride. But at the end of the day, what do you really care about that money for? It's kind of meaningless at the end of the day. As if your bills is paid.
Turn left onto River.
That's the only thing you could probably say. You gonna probably say pay your bills. That's what you're gonna say to spend that $100,000, but you don't have $100,000 in bills. And if you do, after you pay that, what's next? You know?
Damn.
Yeah, it's tough. You'd be like, you could buy a whip, but what happens if you already got a car you happy with? And you already got a roof over your head. Like, dude, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that is a tough question. I mean, it triggers some thought for sure. Because now I'm wondering, if I didn't buy a car or I didn't buy a house, $100,000, I gotta spend it in the next 24 hours. What would I actually spend it on?
And it gotta be truthful, like some shit you would really want.
Yeah, like something you really actually want. Like something I'm not just gonna get and just be like, okay, whatever.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like that's tough. That's a tough question because it's like the car I want, can't get it. House I want, can't get it. It's only $100,000. $100,000 not a lot of money.
But you can't. But the thing is that can, like, yo, I'm gonna put this towards my business. But you got $100,000. Like, say it's like, yo, no, it can't be your business.
It can't be for investment.
It can't be an investment.
It gotta be something you enjoy.
It gotta be something that you wanna buy.
Yeah, something you enjoy.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. It can't be nothing that appreciates the value. Can't be nothing that the money go up. Can't be no kind of investment. If you had to spend $100,000 right now in your city, what would you spend it on? And it can't be a house, can't be a car, can't be your business, can't be an investment tool to buy property or anything like that, because that's easy and that's simple. You can easily blow $100,000 in the market. You could easily blow $100,000 on real estate. So, can't buy no kind of asset. You have to spend it.
Yeah.
What would you spend it on?
What would you spend it on? That's a good question.
That's the question of the day. So, while we figure it out, we're thinking about it, I just figured I'd kick y'all that question and see what y'all think.
People gonna be like, man, I'm giving the money away. But damn, it's like,
what's the point of that, though? Because if that's the case, you might as well be homeless. If that's it, I mean,
because that's what you're gonna say. I'm gonna take care of my auntie, my mama, and then like, yo,
not with $100,000.
But at the man, when you run out of things to buy, you're gonna have to give it away.
But I mean, even if you bought clothes and went shopping and all that, that's still cool.
You only can buy man.
But I'm saying spend it right in your city, your town, without going out of town, without traveling. Like, we from Buffalo, so
Why you roll the window up?
so being from Buffalo, what can we actually spend it on? We don't have no high fashion.
No high
Take the right
fashion.
lane to take the Parkway South ramp.
It's tough, man. That's a tough question. I don't even know what I would actually spend it on. We got a lot of spas though. It's a lot of spas. It's a lot of nice hotels. It's a lot of
Man, y'all trying, man. Y'all, I don't know where this is going. You said a spot.
yeah.
No, I ain't, man. No, man. I didn't learn, man. I ain't going to no spot.
Why not? Massages, all
Nah, I
that,
ain't-
getting your
nah,
pedicure. Know what I'm saying, manicure, none of that. You don't do
man.
none of that?
Nah, man.
Oh man, yeah.
Nah.
I guess I'm a prima donna then, because I will definitely
Nah,
go get my feet done, get my hands done. Yeah, I mean, but that's still that. Even if you went to the most expensive spot, that's still $1,000. Out of 100,000, that's a penny.
Well, the only way you can spend that much money in a night or in a day is throwing a party. But do you really? You know what I mean? Because you could. That's the only way is because they could upcharge you for things. You know,
True.
They could, bottles, whatever, a $100 bottle, they could charge you maybe $5,000-$10,000 for it or something. I don't know.
But I mean, but even for me though, I don't drink, I don't smoke. So like, if I'm a playing a party, it'll just be me creating a vibe for everybody else. Because I don't smoke. I'm not gonna enjoy that.
Yeah.
That's not no enjoyment for me.
Yeah, that is. But you'd be like Floyd in that joint with a bottle of water while everybody having the time
So
of their life.
I'm gonna spend all my money to pop bottles for everybody else.
Dude, that's a tough call.
Yeah,
man.
nah, I'm not doing that. Not doing that
Nah,
either. Not doing that
You
either.
definitely doing that.
Nah, not doing that either.
You gotta you gotta make sure your guests. That's the number one rule when having a party is making sure the guest is comfortable. So if we're in your VIP, man,
It better be my club. That's different.
No. We in your VIP. You got the 100,000. We came with you.
Oh man,
We
that's
not-
crazy. But even if that is the case, though, that's the
VIP
I
something
don't.
to come without bottles.
But I'm not even seeing nobody spend 100,000 though in
Now
a night.
you can't spend it
100,000 a night. I mean, you can.
in Buffalo.
And not in Buffalo. Other
Yeah.
than going to the strip club and throwing it away, it really ain't too much you can do. I shop with maybe 10. Cause you ain't buying nothing crazy in Buffalo, shopping wise. I mean, like hit a few spas, that's a couple $1,000. Even if that was another 10, that's cool. So it's like, what else?
It's kind of crazy. It's like, man, what is we killing each other for? We killing each other for money. But at the end of the day, once we get that money, what are we using it for? Nothing, pretty much. Just having it just to have it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, y'all got a chance to see what we was brainstorming about. But yeah, we definitely gonna continue this conversation. But yeah, leave your comments, thoughts and comments. Share it.
Hold on.
Ask a few folks your question.
Hold on. What you mean?
What you mean?
You said comments.
Comments. This is on my YouTube channel. This is Connector's Corner.
He said, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you on my YouTube.
Yeah, you're gonna be on my YouTube. So yeah. You already on the YouTube. You was already on the episode of the Bag Talk. So I mean, we got to do a part 2 because the movie came out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I mentioned the movie.
Yeah. See, look at that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll be back with Dig on another Bag Talk eventually, sometime soon.
Let's go.
But yeah, the question of the day: what would you do?
Right 2 lanes to take the Gardner Expressway.
What would you do with $100,000 in the city that you live in? How would you spend it? All right. Peace.